Hi everyone, I'm Ayomide and you're welcome to another episode of The Guide Through Life. Let's just do a quick recap of our last episode titled What Goes Around, where we talked about how there are always consequences to our actions, even those we think that goes unnoticed. We explored how decisions we make, whether good or bad, comes back to us, just like we saw in the life of Jacob. Now, in today's episode titled Your Dream Bigger Than Their Age, clock that, Your Dream Bigger Than Their Age, where we go deeper into the realms of dreams. This message is for anyone who feel like they're called to something great, whose dream is whose dream is big, but life, people, or circumstances seems to be in the way of their dreams. You know, our dream cannot be destroyed, honestly, by others' situation or people, unless we are the ones who let them die. And no matter what happens, God always has a plan for each and every one of us. And when your dream aligns with God, will no one, absolutely no one, can stop it. People may even laugh when you talk about your dream. They may doubt you. They may think that you think you can become that kind of person, even degrade you. But when your dream is rooted in God's purpose, their opinion doesn't count. Their hate doesn't hold you back. Their jealousy can't cancel the plan. It will only even steer you towards the direction of your dream. Let's look at Joseph's life, for example, the son of Jacob. Joseph's brother hated him from the beginning because his father loved him differently. He was like his father's favorite. His father still made him a coat of different colors. I think that contributed to the ache for Joseph. But the moment Joseph now shared his dream, the ache grew stronger. It got worse. When his father heard of it, I'm talking about his dream. When his father heard of his dream, he tried to shut him down because he didn't know what it meant. Like, what are you talking about? Like, me and your mom will bow down to you. It was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. This hatred resulted his brother to want to kill him. They hated him so bad. They were so jealous of him. If not for his elder brother Reuben, that suggested that okay, let's train him into a pit instead. Then Judah says, okay, don't kill him all. Let's sell him as a slave instead. It was sold to Egypt. I think many of us knows the story. Potiphar bought him, but even at that moment, God was still with him because God blessed Potiphar wonderfully well because of Joseph. It made Joseph prosper in anything that it was doing to the extent it was promoted to be the one in charge of the household. But still, devil, he never sleeps. The guy they also go. I feel like he also is more than the regular hustler. The devil felt like, nah, it's time to derail you from your dream. Devil works so hard. He can use anyone or anything to make sure you do not get to your goal. He is just there for destruction. In Joseph's case, he used Potiphar's wife who tried to seduce him. Many of us would have given in to that because you don't really have self control. We're not disciplined. He refused. He said his master gave him everything in the house. The only thing he did not give Joseph was his wife. How would his master feel knowing he is willing to do such a thing or he did such a thing? He refused. And because he refused, she lied against him. So, from the highest place in the house, Joseph was sent to the prison. He ended up in prison. At that time, many of us, including me, will be like, God, why am I here? What is happening? What is happening? Why am I here? Why is my life going from good to bad? One time I am in my father's house, enjoying my life. Next thing, they're selling me as a slave to Egypt. Not just that, where I actually proved myself that I can do this, and they promoted me to take over their household. Next thing, I am sent to the prison. I guess that's what we'll be going through Joseph's mind. But even in the prison, God was still with Joseph. The prison warden saw something in him and put him in charge of other prisoners. Joseph did not sit there feeling sorry for himself, like, oh, what's happening to me? God, please, what's going on? He served, he helped others, he interpreted their dreams. It was useful. Then one day, Pharaoh had a dream that no one could interpret. That was when Joseph's gifts finally made room for him. So the butler that Joseph told him, oh, remember me, or when you go to Pharaoh's place, remember me. The guy did not remember Joseph until Pharaoh had a dream that no one could interpret. It was brought out, and only Joseph could interpret Pharaoh's dream. Just that one moment changed Joseph's life forever. He went from being a prisoner to a prime minister so quickly. That same dream that his brother mocked him about, God used to save their lives. Joseph used the position God gave him to provide for his own very people who betrayed him. Man, I would have done otherwise because it's bad. It takes like a lot for you not to seek revenge after. You could have chosen revenge. You could have said, you didn't believe me. No, stuffer. You didn't do that. It chose forgiveness. I realized that when you have the Spirit of God in your heart, it might not be easy, but you will be pushed to do the right thing, like forgiving those that has hurt us, those that has disappointed us, neglected us. You just have to forgive them because God told us to forgive those that have trespassed against us. And He's going to use that our forgiveness spirit to decide if He's going to forgive us. Because in our Lord's Prayer, we can remember that we always pray that, forgive us, O Lord, our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespasses against us. That's some strong prayer. When people make that prayer, feel like they don't think deep down that, have I forgiven those who trespassed against me? Now that I'm asking forgiveness from God. Instead of Joseph to seek revenge, in Genesis 50:20, he told them, you meant it for evil, but my God meant it for good, to save many lives. And Joseph saved generations, not just his brothers, generations. He saved Israel because without Joseph, that lineage of Israel would have died in famine. So this story is just a good example that maybe you had people laugh at your dreams, maybe you faced betrayal, delay, and disappointment. Maybe your life looks like your dream is just a fantasy, is so big. How would I become a king or a ruler that my brothers are going to bow to me? Maybe it seems like a fantasy. Maybe your life doesn't look like what God showed you yet. I'm going to be a ruler, but yeah, I'm on the farm. Or yeah, I'm looking after my father's sheep. How do I want to do that? regardless of that, your dreams still stand because nothing is impossible for God. As long as your dream aligns with God's plan, no one can cancel it but you. Our dreams are in our hands. What I mean by that is the people that hate you, the people that dislike you, if you're not careful here, they might eventually kill you, maybe. But aside being able to kill you, or if that's not possible, it's still left to you to decide never to give up, to not let bitterness grow. It's left to you not to shrink your dreams to please others. If you keep holding on to the vision and trusting God, also forgiving freely like Joseph did. I know that it can be so hard because honestly, if I was in his shoes, I would be like, can you see me now? But he didn't do that. That's what makes him different from us. When your dream is God given, it's not really just about you. It's about saving others. This is very understandable for me because many people that realize that their dream aligns with what God has planned for them will see that their dream is not to glorify themselves. They are put in that situation to save others. My dream, no matter how much I think about it, it makes me realize that I'm going to be put in a situation where I can assist others, maybe not financially, but anyway, God has made me capable to do that. That is my purpose in life. Your dream is not just about yourself. Your dream is about your family. Your dream is about your generation. God used Joseph to save his generation. Your dream is about the people that is tied to your purpose. And when you believe in God, when your dream aligns with God, it will happen no matter what anybody thinks, no matter what anybody says. Don't do anything to please people. Only do what pleases God. Thank you for listening to this episode of A Guide to Life. If this message spoke to you, please share with someone who needs encouragement. And also share with us in our Discord community what your big dream is about. We'd like to provide encouragement so we can all fulfill our dreams, especially when it aligns with God's plan and will. And remember, your dream is not dead. It's only in preparation. So till next time, guys. Bye.